Hey everybody, welcome back. I found a place that serves 15 free side dishes before you even order. This is a very interesting and exotic place. This place has a variety of vegetarian and meat dishes, and it's probably the type of food you're not very familiar with. This place is located in Chinatown, near Spring Mountain and Arville. It's right below Ichiza, which is a very popular place if you happen to know it. It's called Mr. Tofu. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. But if you're still watching and the name Mr. Tofu didn't turn you away, this place has some really interesting dishes. One of their main draws is that they give you 15, sometimes 16 free side dishes before you even order. It's normally customary for Korean restaurants to give you the free sides, the banchan, which is an accompaniment for rice. But this place gives you a total of 15 to 16 sides. The typical Korean meal consists of rice and kimchi and some side dishes called banchan. There's an assortment of vegetables. Some of them are marinated in sesame oil with garlic and onions. Some of them are fish cake, some are potatoes, there's bean sprouts, there's radish, dried radish, there's some seaweed, some peppers. They even had sliced hot dog, slightly marinated in some type of an oil. And they had mushrooms and peanuts in chili oil. All of which are things that you're probably not accustomed to seeing unless you're familiar with the Korean cuisine. All of these sides are meant to be eaten with the main course that you order. Rice is complimentary, and all of these side dishes are refillable, unlimited. They had a couple of large combos on their menu. One is for 5 to 6 people, and the other one is for 3 to 4 people. I decided to try this on one of my trips here. It's quite a feast. They give you an assortment of dishes. This is the steamed egg. You may have seen this at Korean barbecues if you've ever gone to one. The egg is light and fluffy. It's lightly seasoned, almost like a custard or a casserole, and it's served in a very hot pot. Both large combos feature a short rib stew. You can also add cheese on top. The short rib in this stew is not greasy. It's not as oily. There is some oil in the stew itself, but the meat itself seems a little less oily. It's seasoned and marinated like the short rib in the Korean barbecue, so there's a sweetness to it. This cheese wasn't very well melted. It almost seemed like they took a blowtorch to it and tried to melt it. But even if it wasn't melted very well, it still adds a great flavor, as cheese goes very well with Korean barbecue marinade. Some of these short rib stews don't include a potato, but this one came with potatoes. The short rib was soft and tender, but because of the cartilage, it was still a little bit chewy. It had a good chew to it. But the taste was incredible. I loved the taste of this short rib. It's a little bit different from the short rib in the Korean barbecue, as this was boiled for a very long time. It had a stewed meat feel to it, and it had a good taste. With the cheese and the potatoes, the vegetables, it was a really good dish. If you want a regular Korean barbecue dish that you're familiar with, this is the kalbi, the regular short rib, sweet marinade, a little bit different from the teriyaki because it has a lot of the garlic and the onion in the marinade. The specialty of this restaurant is the soft tofu stew. Most of these tofu stews are about $16. You can get different kinds. You can get it with seafood or with beef or a combination or vegetarian and a whole lot more. But this is more like a full-fledged Korean traditional food restaurant, not just a Korean barbecue. When the tofu stew comes, they give you raw eggs. And while the soup is boiling in the hot stone pot, you put the raw egg into the soup, kind of bury it a little bit so it'll cook. The tofu is super soft, silky. This is the kind that has a texture similar to flan. You can just slurp these up. These are traditionally supposed to be very spicy, but you can order whatever spice level that you want. Here at Mr. Tofu, there is a certain method in how to eat this. The rice is served in a hot stone bowl. You're also given an empty bowl and some hot water in a teapot. You're supposed to scoop the rice out into the empty bowl. You're not expected to be able to get all the rice out because the hot stone pot begins to burn the rice a little bit. A little crust is formed at the bottom of the bowl. This is where the hot water in the teapot comes into play. You pour the hot water into the stone bowl. The hot water softens the crust that's at the bottom of the stone bowl, and then you scrape the sides and the bottom and you mix it. This creates another traditional Korean favorite. This is the burned rice or crusted rice that's mixed with water to create the scorched rice soup. Surprisingly, this kind of a dish involving scorched rice can be found in many other cultures as well. This is especially good for people who have difficulty swallowing. It's also been hailed as a remedy for people with digestive issues. Scorched rice comes in many different forms. This is the soup version. It has a mild, mellow flavor, not extremely spicy or flavored by itself. It's meant to be eaten with the side dishes. This scorched rice is an option if you order the hot tofu stew. There's a TV screen in the restaurant that plays a video showing you the method of doing this. But the video goes unnoticed by most of the people that eat here, and this method isn't explained by the restaurant staff as this is optional. The soft tofu stew is the specialty of this restaurant. In Korean, this is called sundubu. It means very soft tofu stew. When prepared correctly using the correct type of tofu, it's made with tofu that has not been strained or pressed. It's extremely soft and very pleasing to eat. When mixed with the spicy broth with the different types of ingredients. Generally, tofu doesn't have much of a taste. When prepared this way, however, the flavors become very bold. The flavor of the soup is both spicy and soothing at the same time. It's meant to be eaten with rice, but this is your choice. Some people don't eat it with rice. But it's customary to add the rice, and it's to be eaten with all the side dishes that you're given. And if you don't like spicy food, you can order it very mild or plain with no spice. If you're familiar with this dish, I would rate this maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. Pretty impressive for a Korean restaurant in Las Vegas. They have other dishes. This is the yellow croaker. If you like grilled fish, they have a few choices. They have about 3 different types of grilled fish you can order. This yellow croaker or yellow corvina is one of the most favorite dishes in the Korean cuisine. It has a light and pleasant taste. Most Korean restaurants that specialize in the soft tofu stew generally serve this fish along with the tofu stew. This is the one that comes with the tofu stew. It's a lot smaller, but if you order it as a dish in itself, it goes for about $25. So the prices aren't cheap here, but that's the case everywhere. This restaurant may not have everything, but it does have a wide range of Korean dishes, such as the cold noodle, which is another favorite among those who know Korean cuisine. Icy cold beef broth served with very chewy noodles. Still largely unfamiliar to those outside of the Korean culture. Extremely exotic to the Western culture, hot mustard, pickled radish, beef, boiled eggs, and a very stringy noodle. For people who've acquired the taste for this or are familiar with this is a very addicting dish. Usually, they cut the noodles for you or give you a pair of culinary scissors. But I choose not to cut this. And that's my own little thing that I do with this dish. As for the quality, I give this a 5 out of 10. It used to be better here, but the noodles have been coming out a little bit too soft these days. Next door to Mr. Tofu is a place called Mochi Nut. This is a place that has special donuts. I asked the customer in the store whether this was good, and he told me this was to die for. I tried it and it was actually really good. It's amazing, a donut like you've never had before. This place also has specialty hot dogs, or more like a corn dog. There is something called crunch cheese. It's extremely popular right now. Most of the crunch cheese places have lines because people are waiting to get this incredible corn dog. The Mochi-nut donuts are really good. It's a little bit expensive in my opinion, but nowadays I can't really say that anymore because I sound like a broken record. This place also has a wide variety of drinks, everything from fruit teas, milk teas, slushes to coffee. So you might want to try this place as well if you happen to visit Mr. Tofu. That's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next video.